Hey everybody, Michael Anthony Fitness here, MAF GigEcon, as I'm known on this channel. And hopefully the audio is better on this live. Because when I re-looked at the live from yesterday, the audio was trash all day. So I'm out here this morning, just doing a few deliveries this morning. Then I'm going to head home and help my dad with some other things that he needs help with. I think he needs me help with some signs today. But I wanted to reiterate what we are chopping it up about yesterday on live that I attempted to do yesterday about the gas prices and what I'm doing to combat the gas prices. Because I finally saw, as you see in the thumbnail yesterday, that gas was over $5 a gallon. To be specific, 5.01 dollars per gallon yesterday. And this place is notorious for gas gouging anyway, right by where I pick up my VHO routes over there. When I originally went to the facility to get my route, it was $4.91 and up to 10 cents. And that's just ridiculous to see. But what I do to combat that is I get routes that are closer to home, and I actually shrink the range that I actually drive, because I used to drive past the airport way out there to do my routes because the routes were paying good, and if I got the $100+ route going past the airport, then I was done for the day. But now I shrink the area I worked in. I'm taking routes that are close to what that's paying or a little less. Then I turn on some of the other apps. So yesterday I made almost 100, more Pacific, $99 and some change. And today I made up that extra change that I was missing yesterday to get to that 100. This morning I get up, turn on the Instacart app, and got a $20 Instacart that was close to home. Literally maybe 5 minutes from home. That's how close it was. So I was like, that's reasonable to pick up. And then as I was getting ready to go, they did an add-on for $30-some. So total for 2 batches, which is actually equal to the same, more than what a 2-hour route would pay, I made $51 and some change just doing 2 Instacart deliveries. And at least in my area, if you have a giant grocery store, and I think Martin's is part of that family too, and there might be some other stores that are part of that. Now on the Instacart app, they have all the items listed where they are in the store. So like the aisles for most of the items have listed where the store is, which was great because like for the canned stuff, it was in, I believe it was like in aisle 3, and it was at the bottom of the shelf, and they have the shelf number where it is. They don't have it like Wegmans where it tells you what side of the store it's on in the aisle, but they do have it where it's located on the shelf in that aisle. So that's great. And shout out to you, brother. Thank you for supporting. Hey, I'm not going to the Washington game this year in Washington because it's the last game of the season. But we're all going to some games this year, so maybe we can meet up at some games this year. But I'm actually doing good today because we got back Wednesday night, so I had an extra day to work. So today, usually I take off because the orders aren't that good. But I stumbled on a really good Instacart delivery this morning that was close to home. I didn't have to fill up my gas tank. I still have 62 miles till empty, which is great. So I may be coming back out later tonight or later this afternoon if they have any good orders on Instacart to make more money in the area I live in. So I'm definitely looking forward to that if I end up going out again tonight. And like I said before, it's not a bad idea to apply for as many apps as you can, because I used to hate doing the shopping apps, but now I'm seeing that, oh, I can make good money doing the shopping apps. I don't always have to drive crazy miles if I don't end up getting my VHO route, and I can make my money. In less than 2 hours, I made more than the equivalent of a 2-hour route with more stops with Instacart than I would VHO. Hey, what's up, Jones? Shout out to you, buddy. And I didn't have to drive far from home, and I didn't have to fill up my gas tank. So basically, Monday, Thursday, and today, Friday, is all profit because I filled up on Sunday. So what I made Monday, today, and Thursday is all profit. Sorry to hear that, buddy. But yeah, so I'm doing good today. I'm gonna reach my goal this week. Hopefully I can get a route tomorrow and Sunday, which will help me get to my goal faster. But I'm about to go home and help my dad soon. I just want to jump on here. Hopefully the audio is better. I'm gonna start using StreamYards, but I'm actually gonna pay for it once the channel gets monetized and have some of the other features. But right now, I just want to use the basic features until that time comes. But we're all going to start doing probably after every shift, depending on if I have enough light or not to do it. We're going to start doing a Chop It Up Live where I talk about my route, my work day, and all that kind of jazz, so you can see in real time me talk about my day and what I'm actually going to make that day. So I'm out here getting this hustling. You know, I need to get my life together. I'm trying to buy a house at least be in a position come the end of next summer to be able to get a house and move. So yeah, I'm trying to hang it in there. I mean, I don't talk about this much, but if a lot of y'all don't know, about a little over 2 weeks ago, I put my dog down because he was getting bad off. I mean, he was 16 years old. I had to put him down about a little over 2 weeks ago. And it was hard, more so to see him go through that stuff than to actually put him down, because I felt so bad for that guy. I mean, I miss him, but I feel better that he's not suffering. And that's more of a motivation. That's another motivation for me, because I know that he would want me to keep pushing through all the stuff that he was going through. But he was 16 years old, so that made me feel good that I was able to rescue him from the SPCA and give him a good home for about 12 to 13 years. But that's another one of my motivations to get out here and get this hustle. Because as Kevin Samuels says, there's no excuse. And rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. There is no excuse why you broke. There's no excuse. Get you a job at McDonald's. Get you a job at Burger King. You know, get 2 or 3 part-time jobs. Work 60 hours a week. Make your bread and invest that money into yourself to make yourself better. These days and age, everywhere is hiring, so there's no excuses why you can't make your money. I mean, I'm on so many apps, it's not even funny. And I work. I have, at least in the DMV market, I have it that any day I want to go out and work, I can make my money. So there's no excuse. Because the good thing is Monday and Tuesday, which Tuesday is the worst day to do gig work, I can get routes consistently Monday and Tuesday. And depending on what time those routes are, I could turn on the Instacart app first thing in the morning and get some good paying Instacart deliveries and make my money before dinner rush when I do have a VHO route or two, and save on that gas, because gas is just too expensive. Now, I mentioned yesterday the two reasons why I think gas is going up. And it's not a political channel, so this is my opinion, but because we had, that's not a bad one, but I think I'll be finished after this one. That was $18 delivery, shop delivery from Aldi's, but I think I'm going to be done after this and go back out tomorrow. My dad's going to need my help today. But two reasons why I believe gas is going through the roof, and this is not anything to do with political stuff. We use 20% of our gas comes from Russia off the tip. So when you cut 20% of our gas off, that's going to raise the prices of gas. And two, not finishing that pipeline. From what I know from the pipeline, at least the research I've done, is that there'll be a safer way to transport oil. Because when you transport oil from train and there's an accident, it's going to be a lot to clean up. At least if one of those pipes bust, it would just get saturated in the ground. And the second thing I learned about that pipeline is the way that they're going to maintain it and all the energy and stuff that they needed to use that pipeline was going to be all green. And that would also help gas prices go down. But that's just my beliefs on the gas prices going through the roof. There's no political stuff involved with that argument. But yeah, but what I do is I shrink the area I work in so that I can make the most money possible with using the least amount of gas. Because at the end of the day, if I'm making less than I did driving all those miles, when you do the calculations with the amount of gas that I would spend driving those extra miles, my net profit actually goes up by just taking orders that are closer to home. I saw a $42 order that I was tempted to take, but the actual store was like 10, 15 miles from here. The delivery was 20 miles from the store and back home. And by the time I actually completed that order, I would have made closer to $100 with that order on Instacart today. But the reality would be that I would have to put gas in my gas tank today, which means that the whole order would have went towards gas, because I'm going to put gas in my car, I'm going to put a full tank in my car just so I can finish working this weekend. That Sunday, I'll fill it up again on Sunday to, top it off. So the fact that I would do this $42 order, and by the time I finish that order, I have to put more gas in my car, which means that would take away from my profits today, because I want to do as many orders as I can today if I feel like going out again that doesn't require me to put more gas in my car. So that we have another day this week that is nothing but straight profit this week. And stand closer to home so I can use less gas. Because yesterday I was smart. And after I did my VHO route, I actually picked up an Uber Eats. It was a $10.15 going 8 miles, and the actual drop off was only maybe a mile or two from my house. And I was actually able to kill those dead miles going home. Because I picked up that order, I got closer to my goal of 100, a little bit cents off from 100. But with that $51 and change order today, I made up for what I missed yesterday and close to 100. Because my goal today was $50. Knowing that I wasn't able to get a VHO route this morning. So far this week, I think I'm going to be able to get my goal this week. And thank everybody for coming on the channel for our second Chop It Up live stream. And I'll probably go live again tomorrow after I finish my route tomorrow. And I think that's something we're going to do moving forward on the channel. That every time I finish my routes and have some time in between, like yesterday, even though the audio was trash yesterday, if I finish my route and I have some time in between, like my route, if I'm waiting for orders, or I have 2 routes and I have time in between before I pick up the next one, or before I do my route, we'll change up when I go live, but we'll just go live and chop it up. Maybe I pick up my first route, pull over, and may chop with y'all for 15 minutes or 30 minutes and do my route. Or maybe after I finish my routes, we'll chop it up. Or maybe if I'm just in between deliveries and there's a long wait between deliveries, I'll just chop it up with y'all. Moving forward on the channel. We'll still have videos on the channels, and we'll definitely be doing shorts. And next week, I'm going to have out the video that I didn't plan on doing, but I have to change it up because the audio was trash on some of the clips. But I actually filmed first-person view of me loading my vehicle the way that I loaded for a video. Now, y'all may have seen that short that I did where that VHO worker, it's a short Asian dude, was offering a $280 route, which those don't exist on VHO, just let y'all know. Or at least I haven't seen any routes that were that much, because I would take that. Even if it's a lot of driving, I would take that because I'll eat up a lot of dead miles to pay on that. But he was offering a $280 route for a sandwich. So all he wanted was a sandwich, and was giving that route away. But he was just joking. He really wanted that sandwich, but he was just joking. But that was from the clip of the video I'm working on this weekend. I'm going to have out next week, along with the Chop It Up lives and all the other stuff that I'm going to be doing on the channel moving forward. So it's Michael Anthony Fitness. I'm going to get up out of here like Mr. Vontae Davis and head on home. So if you like what you see on this live, make sure y'all punch that subscribe button, ring that sexy bell, and Hulk smash that like button. And I'll catch up with y'all next video or live stream. Peace.